the server on all of Saturday and like half of Sunday.
You left it on that long?
I didn't notice until I was getting ready for lunch on Sunday that the server was still up. uh, also, we were streaming since I said what, so the internet now knows that you didn't have map tool open. No. I should do my advertising.
No.
No. People, watch me. Watch me do things. Give me attention. Oh, it's fine. I think there's like one person that watches. I love that I made 2 posts to the Facebook group about the guy I like. One was a agreement with his statement that we should not try to go back to the 1990s because, in my opinion, it was bad because too many undeclared wars. And the other was, he certainly has policies. Here's where they're written. In his own words, link. And the exact same people are yelling at me on the one and praising me on the other. Facebook is stupid. It's my own damn fault for being a fucking communist, right? No, the internet knows that now. Oh no.
No, the internet knows I'm a communist.
No.
No.
It'd be like that awkward moment at work where I mentioned it and the bosses are all uncomfortable, and then my immediate boss, being drunk, completely overlooks the awkward glances the CEOs and the CTO are making and is like, yeah, well, who isn't these days?
Yay.
Yeah. Because who isn't these days? In any case, previously on Shackled City.
Our orc friend died.
Yes.
Half orc.
She's dead.
I hate the pit.
That's what the internet is seeing. I just put it in the Discord chat.
Rip.
R.I.P. Zeta, killed by Pit.
Now we have a bird that doesn't have a mom.
Yes.
And Wig is still out of the action.
Who's out of the action?
Wig. My cat.
I mean, if we're going to go rest, we won't be.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, that's right. I need to move her back down from when I took the picture. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sad chirping.
No, I can understand completely.
So was there any more... But yeah. As recap, anything else you want to mention for the internet in recap?
We got down into the tunnel place that is called, Jardarun?
Jadaroon, yes.
Jardarun. We killed 2 more of the weird silver skin creatures.
Apparently there's a magic disease that wipes you from existence.
Yeah, there's the vanishing. I got hit by a trapdoor. Barely did any damage to me. And then, while we were exploring the hallways, our half-orc friend failed her reflex save and fell into a booby trap that was like a pit that had a floor that shook around and stabbed you into walls. And then she died.
Please. I tried to save her, but we couldn't. It's
I
gonna be done.
saved her. Instead of healing her, I immediately just grabbed her and got pulled up.
Yeah. You probably could have saved her. But you didn't.
And now I shall feel bad for the rest of the weekend. No!
No. But yes.
No, wait, we're on a Monday. There's no weekend until... Well, that's how long I'll be upset.
Well, so now here you stand on the edge of that pit. You've managed to lodge it up with the floor up vertical, the pit open, the gear mechanisms wrecked. Zeta is laying there. Just, one could call her holy. If one were in the mood to make horrible puns, which I am not. She has been just completely massacred and mutilated by spikes. Made a little bit worse by Tonatium's attempts to save her. And there is Miana, that poor little owl, standing over Zeta going, ooh, 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 which from Tarvu you recognize as, God damn it, you motherfuckers got mom killed. Why? What do?
I don't know if we should keep going.
What's going on?
I'm sorry?
What's going on?
Or like morning or something.
We're picking up where we left off. What do you want to do?
Are Zelda or Zeta's eyes open still?
Oh, yeah.
I will close them and I will pray to my deity for her.
All right.
Which is me singing in rhymes.
So Turvu closes her eyes and sings a cheerful little song. Milana claws at Tarvu when you go to reach towards the eyes.
Oh, she hit me? Yeah, that hit me.
For a very enthusiastic nothing. Just a little, sly shove. Don't touch my mom.
I will use my my speak with animal to try to comfort her.
Sure. So you can either use handle animal or diplomacy, because you're, actually speaking owl at the owl.
Cool. It doesn't matter which, I'm gonna go for diplomacy.
Okay. So she hoots and calms down a little bit more. Her hoots are a little bit more, yeah, you didn't make the trap, and you did try, you incompetent fuckers. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
This is one edgy bird.
Yeah. Milana's always been kind of an aggressive little bird.
Yeah.
So what do you intend to do?
What bells? I said, well, I'm out of spells, so. And we're healing if we get hurt more.
I have one more spell, but I have no idea how we're going to get through these doors.
I vote we go and rest.
We'll rest and I don't know what to do from then.
Probably explore the tunnels. Since we can't really open these doors yet.
Perhaps that's for the best.
Well, I suppose I'm going to carry Zeta, says the Sans.
Of course. Thank you.
And I expect my equal share of the loot when we get up there.
Of course.
And we'll pay you for an extra day if you would still be willing to join us.
He looks at that trap, and you can see him struggling not to clank his knees together. I don't know about that. We're in a place...
We'll be plenty more careful.
We've got deadly traps, magical diseases, silver-skinned men. Would you go ahead and make a diplomacy check, Duru? To try to... Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I don't think you can pay me enough to die here.
Understandable.
And away they go. I suppose I should remove some of the things of them because we don't need them anymore. There we go. What on earth is that? Oh, that's a toilet break. Okay. Never mind. Hi. I was fiddling with stream things. I gave my bathroom break thing a weird name. So yeah. You all head on out. What equipment do you give to the Sans to fulfill your obligation of full equal share?
That's what I'm looking at right now. Let's see. Let's see, we have... Okay, how am I going to balance this?
I could give him the scroll of Cure Light Wounds. It'll probably fetch a pretty penny.
Let's see, we have the Scroll of Fairy Fire, Scroll of Magic Weapon. Oh, you took the Scroll of Cure Light Wounds, didn't you?
Yeah, we can give it to him if we need to.
Let's see, I'll also give him the 12 gold from that bag we found.
Okay.
Let's see, we have those 3 gems, but they're like varied in prices. We have a Citrine that's 55 gold pieces. We got a Pyrite that's worth 10 and a Rock Quartz that's worth 11. And a Potion of Stabilize. That's what we found.
And he kind of shrugs and says, I'll take the potion and leave you the gems.
Okay.
With that, you split ways, and he gives you his card and says, come talk to me if you have something that isn't so insanely suicidal. You may then return home to rest.
What are we going to do?
You guys said last time that you were going back to rest at Tonatium's place, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I assume you're going to be back there again.
Or should we ask our friend? I forgot his name. The guy with the locksmith. Should we ask him for a lodging so we we could save the trouble of walking all over town?
I don't know about that. When any of the monsters come up and they see us, we're probably dead.
Point taken.
We should head back to your house.
All right.
All right. So you end up heading back to Tonatium's.
Mm-hmm.
How do you all want to set up your sleeping arrangements?
I'll probably sleep in this room over here.
Okay.
Guess I'm sleeping in my bedroom, and Twig is feeling all right.
Yep. Okay. So, night falls. Do 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 do. I would like during the night. So Twig is up now, right?
After a night's rest, Twig would be at 0, but since we gain level, that would be at 1 HP.
Okay, so all three of you, Twig included, may make perception checks. You have a -10 penalty for being asleep, and another -5 for Mal for being for distance.
Okay, this is Twig.
So I have a -15 for me.
Mm-hmm. And so neither of you hear that or that. Tonatium may make another perception check at a -5 this time.
-5? Let me re-roll that then.
No, that'd be an 8. That's fine. So, Tonatium, you awaken when you feel a very soft prick kind of upon your neck. Almost like you rolled over and just like caught your neck on a zipper or something. And as you wake up, you see a woman standing over your bed, holding a little needle that has a drop of blood over a sheet of paper.
Oh dear, I'm immediately going to, I don't know, like, push her and yelp for help.
Turvu, you may make another perception check.
Still at the -15?
It's only -10 now because you're asleep.
-4.
Turvu, you're awake. And she goes, "Now, love, I heard you were looking for me. I guess there's no note for you now." And she runs and leaps out the window.
Boop. What's going on? I was finally having a good rest.
Good
that
rest,
woman was
streams
here.
of flames, tentacles.
That woman was here.
Who?
That woman I saw from the other day.
You mean the Jill person?
Yes.
You don't know her name, do you? Oh, yes, you
Yeah,
do.
we do. They're guard builders.
Where'd she go?
You can make a perception check. I rolled so shit. Oh my god.
Oh, I also rolled.
Wait.
You don't understand. She has a massive stealth bonus.
I'll be right back.
She had to roll like a 3 to get a 20. But yeah, you look out from the balcony in the night and you don't see a trace of her.
Do I have blood on me anywhere?
There is a little bit of blood on your neck.
Shit. Detect magic.
You detect no magic. Besides any incidental magic you already knew about.
Well, this is frustrating. Hope she didn't put anything funny into me. I say as I take a bit of blood that's on my neck and lick it.
Tastes like iron, as blood does.
If she did do something, it doesn't have any taste.
Can I make a heal check?
Sure. She totally injected him with something. How else would you have a tiny little puncture mark like that? Either she's injected him or she's a vampire. I mean, those are the only options.
She's a vampire.
A vampire with one tooth.
Really? Wouldn't it be 2 marks then?
Maybe she missed.
I highly doubt that.
You never
No,
know.
I saw like some. Those are the tooth. I saw something else that was in blood. She had a needle or something, or did she had like what object did she had that was covered in blood again?
It was long, it was narrow, it was pointed, and the tip had blood on it.
Nah.
Looked like maybe like a knitting needle type thing, but you didn't get a good close look.
Frustrating.
If it makes you feel any better, you very nearly heard her opening the door to. Mal very nearly heard her opening the door to get in and woke up.
What was the DC for me hearing?
10.
I had to do it 2 more rolls. I couldn't have. It was impossible. I rolled a nat 20.
You did? Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
If I'd been closer, I would have heard her immediately.
Oh well. Yeah. Turns out it's really hard to notice people when you're asleep in a different room.
I'm surprised I was even asleep.
Oh, you usually sleep the night through. As you said, you had a very wonderful night. I mean, you only were dreaming about being on fire and torn to pieces by little tentacle monsters.
Well, I don't feel anything.
We should just watch you just in case. Make sure you're not actually poisoned or anything.
Would you make a fortitude save, Tonatium?
There it is.
The excitement and disruption of the night have rendered what sleep you've gained thus far irrelevant.
Ugh.
You are now fatigued.
That means I can't prepare spells.
Not unless you sleep again.
That's what I'm gonna try to do. But I guess it'll be up a bit later then.
What'll Mal do?
What
I'll
about
keep
Twig?
watch. Since fatigue doesn't really affect me, so I can keep watch.
Cool. So,
What about Twig?
What about Twig?
I just rolled a fort save, so his fort save, so
I didn't ask for a fort save for Twig.
yeah. But I thought just since I needed a fort save, I thought Twig would need one too.
Why would Twig need a fort save?
Twig woke up at the same time as me.
Oh. Well, you're making some assumptions about that fort save.
Hmm.
But yeah, so Turvu, you're going to spend the night sitting in that chair watching?
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah. Go ahead and make a fortitude save, Turvu. You are totally fatigued to no effect because, yeah, you're used to not sleeping.
Yeah.
And after a nice long sleep, Tonatium does awaken much later in the day than usual. Fully rested.
I gotta roll for my HP gain.
Yes, you get all of your level 2 benefits.
4 more HP.
Yay, HP. Did
I already
Tonatium...
rolled for this session, or should I just roll it?
No, it's fine. Just what did you get?
Well, I rolled a 3, so that makes my 7 a 10.
Yay, which means Twig has 5.
Yep.
I can juggle now. I have evasion.
Ooh, watch out. You can juggle.
Yeah, I can juggle. I can wield 3 items as if I'm wielding 1. Or no, as I'm wielding 2. I can wield 2 items as I'm wielding 1.
Cool. This is, totally not going to end up breaking my campaign in any way.
I've been forgetting to do this.
It doesn't actually, it doesn't apply for, doing, like, multiple attacks from 4-round attacks. It just means I can choose what weapon I'm using.
Cool.
And if, like, I want to juggle a potion, I can. But every time I take anything that would require a normal caster to make a concentration check, I also have to make a concentration check to not drop all my shit.
Cool.
And if I do fail the concentration check, I drop everything but 1 item chosen at random. But as long as I'm juggling less than 3 items, I am counted as having 1 hand free for casting and using feats.
We've all seen how lame two object juggling is. I move my arm up and down. So yeah. New morning.
While I figure out my spells, I'm also gonna reference some old textbooks from back when I was in school to figure out what exactly that thing we fought in the dungeons were.
Cool. Would you make a knowledge dungeoneering check?
Yes.
So you think, based on that description, that you're reading about skulks.
Skulks.
Skulks are a sort of humanoid from the Underdark. They are well known to be cowardly, hiding in the darkness and stealing, just doing whatever they need to survive. They're known for fleeing unless they're organized or ordered by something larger. They're also well known for not believing that their cowardice is cowardice, but thinking of it as prudence. They tend not to have more than 16 members to a tribe because they prefer to handle disputes between one another by stealthily murdering each other in their sleep. Some people think that they are descendants of ancient humans who fled into the Underdark during Earthfall. Wait, nope, this isn't Galarian. Earthfall doesn't exist. Fuck. Some people believe that they are descendants of ancient humans who were kidnapped into the Underdark thousands of years ago by the Illithid. Got my worlds mixed up there, sorry. The most significant thing about them, kind of mechanically, is that their silvery skin actively camouflages to match different types of stone, giving them a major bonus to stealth.
Interesting.
So essentially you learn nothing that you didn't already know from your previous combats with them.
Yes, but now since my character knows, I think I have a trick up my sleeve.
We learned what they're called.
That's true.
That is also true, but now I think I have a trick I could use.
I'm curious about this trick.
I'm not gonna let you know. Maybe I should to see if you could call it if it works or not, but
I mean, just because Kit knows doesn't mean the enemy know.
Yep. I don't know. I'd rather blow up to my face if it doesn't work the way I want it to.
You'd rather fail and die than give me the satisfaction of knowing. I understand.
Let's see. So what should I prepare? Still want that. I could wrap up with the 4 spells.
The penalty for combat juggling is pretty harsh.
Penalty for what?
The penalty for being the concentration check for combat juggling. The DC is the same as a concentration check, treating the spell level as twice the number of objects I am juggling. So if I'm juggling 2 objects, it's as if I'm concentration like for a 4th level spell.
Well, I guess we should take a moment and find out what triggers those concentration checks.
And the major thing is being hit.
Yep.
Being hit, being entangled. If I'm affected by a spell.
Damaged, taking continuous damage, distracted by a non-damaging spell, vigorous motion, violent motion, extraordinarily violent motion, entangled, grappled, pinned, high wind with blinding rain or sleet, or dust or debris or hail, or caused by a spell.
Yeah.
That's the D&D 3.5 bits.
D&D 3.5.
But I think that seems pretty standard. Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to figure out what energy to have my resistance for the day.
The only thing that is different from Pathfinder is casting defensively, which wouldn't affect me because I can't juggle defensively.
Yep.
I think I'll make fire my daily resistance.
You're like, no fire. Cool.
It also doesn't say what kind of action starting a juggle is.
Well, I suppose I'll just make a ruling on that right now. It's a move. I'm going to say it's a move action, just like drawing a weapon would be.
Okay.
And you don't use concentration to keep juggling, you use sleight of hand.
Yes.
Okay. Which gets better much faster than concentration. That's why that DC goes up so fast.
Yeah. If I put points into sleight of hand.
Yep. And if you don't, well, that's a choice.
All right, should we go back to the inn and figure out if we can get anyone else to join in?
Be a good idea.
Perhaps we should get someone who's good at looking for traps.
Yeah, but I'm also pretty good at looking for traps. As long as we're not, as long as we're more careful.
Guess what I made? Guess what I made?
What?
You made the inn.
Yay! The tip's anchored in. And of course, as with previously, excuse me, where is she? I drug her off the screen, didn't I? I didn't, like, delete her. Did I delete her?
Hopefully not.
Where on earth did the meeting occur the first time? Do you remember?
It was in the bar.
I mean, map-wise.
No, map-wise, I think we did the thing at the lock shop.
Yeah, I deleted it then. So, as you're going through, there's actually going to be... So what exactly are you describing when you are in there?
We want someone who can combat up close, and we want someone who can spot traps.
So you're saying
in the dark.
that you're saying that loudly, huh? Like announcing it?
Well, I guess we could just. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you have to be looking for people somehow.
Yeah, let's just announce it.
To which, almost immediately, you hear a voice at a table next to you. So you're the idiots who got... Name. I forgot already. I'm an idiot. Zeta, you're the idiots who got Zeta killed, huh? And you can turn to the nearby table where you see an adventuring party having drinks. The one who spoke is this redhead with a scar on her cheek. She turns and she goes, "Nah, I didn't know her at all. But the dwarf came in here last night, drinking, complaining, all about how some half-cocked idiots were hiring adventurers to go with them to some cursed place."
What a spineless wimp. He was shaking in his boots the entire time.
Ah. Well, she looks up and down at you. And where's your stat block? I have it somewhere. Come on, you guys. Where are you? I know I had your stat block. Right here. I opened it, didn't I? Come on. I have you here. Right here. Come on. You are... There you are. Oh, no, I went too far. I have too many things open. Me being all fancy. No, she should be right there. Why aren't you right there? Do I have you sorted by your last name? I'm trying to look her up for a reason. Really, I don't have them anywhere here. This is actually really bad. Okay, there we go. So, she shrugs, and she looks you up and down, Turvu. And... where is it? Come on. It's right... there. She looks you up and down, Turvu, and just kind of goes, "Tiefling scum," before drinking some more beer.
I will walk over to the table and gently rest my hand on it. Oh, how about, would you like to join us?
She leans back and she says, "Join you? No, but I'll take the problem off your hands for you."
Take the problem off our hands, huh?
Sure. You tell me where this place is, what's going on. We'll clear it out. We will, make note of anything we find. And, we'll even let you keep, 10% of the treasure if you can show us the deed. You do have a deed for the place that you're going, right? You're not trespassing, are you, Tiefling?
It's not anybody's house, for your information.
She just gives a little smile and she looks over to the gentleman next to her, I do believe it's Todd, huh? Yeah, Mr. Todd, and goes, Todd, darling, what are the legal rights to locations in the area? And he sneers up his lip and goes, well, all areas are either the property of some individual, of their descendants, or, if the line of descent has broken, of the Lord Mayor himself. So, if this gentleman doesn't have a deed, well, I suppose that would mean he's trespassing. And she just looks back and goes, oh, look at that.
I mean, if you're too spineless, you could have just said so. We'll look for someone else. I start to move off.
As you do, she gets ready to stand up in a rage, and the woman across the way goes, Cora, enough. Let them play with the law as they will. When they get arrested, their supplies will all end up impounded anyway, and it'll just end up in my father's possession, and I'm certain he'll let us look over for any valuable items that we wish. And if it turns out to be a problem, well, we can always go down after the fact, officially.
Your father?
I'm gonna look at the woman and figure out who she is.
Okay, this one is the one speaking.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I roll a knowledge nobility?
You most certainly can.
Oh wait, I rolled that wrong. It should have been a +9.
Go ahead and re-roll it.
That's really better.
So you recognize her. Anna Taskerhill. The eldest daughter and heir of the noble family Taskerhill. Her father is essentially probably the wealthiest or second wealthiest of the ruling nobles of the city. He owns most of the mines and most of the workshops that process obsidian. And it's rather well understood that repossessed property from the justice system ends in Taskerhill hands. With that roll, you can also recognize the other three. Zachary Aslakeson II, son and heir to Lord Zachary Aslakeson I. Todd Vanderboren, heir to the Vanderboren house. And Cora Lathenmeyer, the kind of scandalous heir of House Lathenmeyer. These four are the children of noble houses in Cauldron.
So, you mind telling me what a bunch of noble children of nobles are doing in this tavern?
They all look around. This is where adventurers drink, isn't it? Says Cora. And what are we but the greatest, legally recognized and incorporated adventurers in Cauldron? The Stormblades. It is we.
I recognize that name with a Actually, I'm gonna roll knowledge local.
Yeah, that would be a local check. That is enough to recognize the Stormblades. They are a name of a local group of adventurers who got their start just being the only people willing to go down into the sewer and wipe out a nest of goblins that were nesting up in essentially where all the poop goes. And they've worked their way up. They did a bit of work. They actually knocked over, Turvu, one of the safe houses of your old gang, taking out one of your kind of second in command folk. The newspapers reported it as the arrest of one of the thieves guild leaders in the city. They've been pretty active as adventurers for the last couple of years.
Do we know if the sewers are owned by anyone?
You know that they
Or are
would
public
be.
areas?
You would know that they would be owned by the Lord Mayor.
Would we know that if the permission of the church would be enough to justify us going down there?
You can make a profession law check or a knowledge nobility check.
Okay, I could try no.
Tonatium, you know that the permission of the church really only of St. Cuthbert really only extends as far as their properties are concerned.
I'm gonna roll merchant to see if there's a loophole out of this.
Well, you would need if you had the permission of whoever owned that property. You don't know who owns Jadaroon. It may have been Geld's father, in which case it would be Geld. It may be someone else. It may even be the rulership of the city, in which case you are definitely trespassing and are gonna have some. You might have some problems since you're not officially registered as adventurers. And at this point, Zachary goes, "Ugh, have to meet father. Family business." And Anna nods and says, "Then I suppose we're adjourned then." And Cora goes, "But these, Cora, they'll bury themselves later. They're not worth our time." And the four of them head on out.
Ugh, rich assholes piss me off. They think they're such a high and mighty adventurers group, and yet they aren't doing shit to help these kidnapped kids.
Would you make a perception check? I say, assuming I'm going to make this roll. Yeah, you don't notice anything. It's fine. Yes, Tonatium, you may also make a perception check, as may Twig. Okay, so Tonatium, you can notice that they weren't quite out of the tavern when Tervu said that. And you can see that Todd leaned in to Anna, and you can barely make out, "It's as we suspected," as they head out the way.
Odd. As we suspected, they said. Well, I'll burn that bridge when I get there, I guess. So where would one need to go register as adventurers? Any?
What do you think?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Let me ask the barkeeper.
The barkeeper looks and says, "Aye, well, most adventurers start off unregistered and a little illegal. You need sponsorship first from one of the big noble houses. Generally, you go around doing a little bit of work, keeping under the eye of the watch. You catch some attention. One of the noblemen will scoop you up and fund you. Usually, it's Lord Valantru nowadays. He loves throwing money at adventurers. But you have to attract attention first."
Well, there's certainly one way to attract attention. I say as I open the doors and leave. Trevor, you coming?
Me following her behind, a bit concerned about. There's one way to attract attention.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything crazy.
Trevor. So what do you do?
Taru?
It's Turvu, not Trevor.
Sorry, it's just...
I thought you were doing it on purpose, like as a Tonatium thing. Like Tonatium's just like, "Come on, Trevor." Tom, come here,
Taru.
Tom. Come along, Thomas.
Come on, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Come along, Trip.
Well, I am mixing up a lot of names in this campaign already, so...
It doesn't help that all three of our party members start with the letter T. Tervu, Tonatium, and Twig.
There's a pun there, but I don't want to tell you because I want to let you think of it yourself in the future. But yeah, so you head out into the street. What do y'all do?
Well, I was hoping we could just go back to the thing.
We're just gonna head back to the sewers.
Yeah,
What about
I
the
can call them
sewers?
sewers.
Or to the key shop, to the jazz room.
To the
Yeah.
ruins?
Back to Jerome.
Woohoo! Get out of here, Zeta. You're dead.
Get out of here. You're dead.
The guy who named his shop Keegan, but is not actually Keegan. What was his
Keegan
name?
Gelv. His first name's Keegan.
Oh, Keegan.
His last name's Geld.
Geld.
Not Geld, ow. Geld is an ouchie ouch.
Geld?
Geld is when you remove a creature's testicles.
There's
Gelv.
another word for that?
Gelv, not Geld.
Gelv?
Yeah. Gelv. Not Geld.
Or gold, which is the currency of Final Fantasy games.
We're not gelding any gnomes today. I hope. And now I have the story that my freshman English teacher told us to freak us out that one time. I don't know if I should share it. She grew up on a farm with sheep, and it had to do with gelding. And how they were poor, and they only really had one effective tool for gelding the sheep.
A knife?
No. That was too cruel, and tended to cause damage that got infected. They had a different way to do it that tended to be very easy to fix afterwards and cause no infection, and is
Crushing?
much grosser.
Is it something involving like an egg slicer?
No.
Crushing?
I have no clue if you can hear me.
Knocking?
They would use their teeth to pop them out.
Ew.
Yes.
Just use a knife.
And I mean, I like Rocky Mountain oysters as much as the next guy. But, ew, I don't like thinking about where they come from. And now that I've chased away anyone who's watching this stream, you arrive back in Shadowrun.
Well, we didn't get any help. In fact, I think we might be on a race. Tarvu.
Well, the sooner we get these kids, the sooner we can, not have to deal with this again.
I'm going to cast Prejudictation on one of these tiles and make it blue.
Okay. There's a blue tile.
I'm going to see how far I can expand this blue. Can I make the whole room blue?
What's the range on the prestidigitation?
That is a good question.
I think it's 30 feet or 25 feet plus 5 for each level.
It's just 10 feet.
Just 10 feet? Prestidigitation, yeah, it's 10 feet.
Then you can make a 10-foot radius circle around yourself blue.
I see what he's done. He's sure he's gonna make it. I see what he's done. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I see what Antonio is planning.
I don't.
Their color of skin makes them able to blend in with stone. If the color is something odd, they stick out.
Oh, I see. Now I see. Cool.
We must be careful.
I should probably go on ahead in front of you, as I have the perception.
I need to check something. Give me one moment.
I got perception, I got really good reflex save, I have evasion, so if I'd only take half, I take nothing from a successful save.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at something. I can't really answer questions right now.
No, I'm more talking to Antonia.
Because I just noticed something, and the something does not seem to be included here. Trying to find a piece of information that is not where I would expect it to be. I think it's important. I thought this book was very well laid out, and now I'm having trouble with it. I don't know why. I'm going to blame the acclimatization. Okay, there it is. Cool. Okay. So what are you all doing? Heading down there.
Yeah.
The mask in the bottom corner begins to sing, "Welcome to Shadowrun! Behold the wonder! But beware ye who seek to plunder." You know the song by now.
But I keep playing if I just stand there.
No, it finishes and then just kind of waits. But
I have an idea. I'm gonna take it with me.
What are we taking with us?
If anyone sneaks up on us, then they'll let us warn. Then it'll warn us. It's a magic detector. It could basically work as a 10-foot alarm. So even if we don't see them coming from far away, they won't catch us off guard.
As I go into campaign properties and create an aura to help me manage this. You
Next,
jerk.
if I just manage to concentrate to make our surroundings blue or like a bright green, then I can also be able to spot it and dispel as we keep moving.
It looks like seems you got our stealth stuff, or our enemy stuff figured out. I'll do my best to look out for traps.
Can you give me just one moment here to finish that, because I need to get a proper legit hex code there.
Of course, unless you want to keep hearing the song on repeat, you're gonna have to stick with me.
There we go. I made a little blue circle around Tanatium for the radius of that mask.
So, one step at a time.
Cool. I'm gonna try to look down this hallway for any traps.
Okay. You do not immediately see any traps.
Alright.
The carved tunnel through the earth and crumbling masonry goes off to the west and to the east.
Which way should we go?
Let's quickly look down these tunnels over here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we forgot the trade token.
I'm assuming he's in your inventory for the time being.
I gotta move downstairs real quick.
I'm going to assume Twig is in your inventory for the time being.
Okay.
Put him off in the wall for now. And they have that, so he might notice you. No, you're good. As Turvu, you can see down into this hallway. A number of lights are hanging from the ceiling. And in the room, you can see one of these skulks pacing kind of back and forth, speaking quietly in a language you can't quite make out. He does not seem to currently be trying to hide, so you can see him fairly well. I take it Mal didn't hear a word I said because of transfer.
No, I hear you. I heard you. I was muted.
Okay. That is what you see down that way. I'm sorry?
Let's see. How far down is he? Oh, he's really far down. Yeah, we can turn that down a little bit more.
You have a long dark vision, don't you? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I have 60 feet dark vision. I'm gonna stealth.
Wait, then how are you seeing that far? Because that's way more than 60 feet.
I don't know.
Sight. That's why, okay. Distance equals 60. We'll make it dark vision 60. There was a typo in the code. There you go. But you can still see him because of the light source. Right?
I can see more now.
This is a light source. Yes. And this is player visible. I give you normal vision. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you probably saw it before, is because of that.
I'm going to stealth.
I'll just change it back to where it was. There you go. You are stealthing.
Pull out one of my star knives and start moving in on him.
Okay. Leaving the range of Tonatium.
Oh no, where'd he go?
Hey Tonatium, you can see all of that because of the light.
Oh.
Now, Turvu, you can see the person that he's talking to, who's leaning against the wall, just nodding along, going, ack, 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 ack. That guy gets a chance to see you. Nope. So, yeah. This room that you're in, I should probably describe to you, shouldn't I?
Probably.
So, flickering lights spills from the Great Hall. There's 8 black marble pillars that support the 30-foot-high ceiling of this hallway. The pillars are carved to resemble gnome artisans and warriors standing on each other's shoulders, bracing the vaulted roof with their collected strength. The walls are adorned with the fading murals of gnomes in reverie, playing pipes, dancing, performing acrobatics, drinking wine, so on and so forth. It widens a little bit towards the south end, where a large circular pool is enclosed by a semicircular, 1-foot-high veined marble wall. Carved to the wall above this pool is a visage of a gnome with water spilling from its wide grin. 4 bright lights illuminate the hall. They flicker and dance like torchlight and drift aimlessly around the pillars, changing altitude and directions on whims. There's 2 piles of rubble, one in the northwestern corner and another in the southwestern corner, which add imperfections in this otherwise perfect grand hall.
Step forward a bit more.
As usual, arrows on this map point in the downward direction of stairs, for those stairs you've just uncovered. So there's stairs going up from where you are. Yeah. So you can make out a little more clearly the conversation. You still don't understand a word they're saying, and they're speaking a language you don't understand, but it's clear that the first individual here is irritated about something, and the second one is pretending to care.
Step in a little bit more. And then I will throw my star knife at the one closest to me.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack. As you throw your star knife right where he was, just as he turns to throw his hands up in exasperation in his rant, and it goes past, clinking along the floor loudly, and they stop, and they turn, and they look at it, and they look at you, and it's initiative time.
Oh dear.
At least this time they're not hiding, right?
Yet. Oh, we'll have to make a competing, or is mine better?
Theirs is better.
Theirs is better, so they beat us.
In both cases, yes. So Jiz sees you, barks something in that language you don't understand, and he barks it very loudly, like he's shouting at the top of his lungs. And then he takes a step towards you as he draws a short sword and attacks you with it.
That's...
For, oh shit, the GM is rolling well already. God damn it.
Kid, stop trying to kill us.
5 damage.
Okay.
I'm not trying to kill you, he's trying to kill you. It's not my fault that he's doing a good job of it.
I'm going to take a 5-foot shift back, draw one of the daggers, and throw it at him.
Okay. That hits. Fortunately, these guys are still pretty much naked. Unfortunately, you need to do better than that. Ouch.
I don't have my charisma bonus for the daggers, it's only for the star knives.
This other one stands up, rolls his shoulders, looking kind of bored, and just goes, ack, 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 and walks his way up here. Thoughtium.
Oh dear, oh dear. I don't know if those pillars would count as cover, but...
They do.
Okay, so now I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to shoot my light crossbow at Ziz.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack. He does not have cover at this moment. That does not hit. Ziz steps forward and thrusts at Turvu again. Missing this time.
Good.
Turvu.
I'm going to pull out a star knife and slash at him.
Okay. That'll hit.
So it's not a crit. It was one less than a crit.
Sadness. But it does hit.
I'm going to do another 5-foot shift.
For not much damage. And you're very quiet today for some reason.
I turn my mic down a bit to try to make it so you don't hear all the background noise. Sorry, I should talk louder.
Let me increase your user volume. Say something.
Is this better?
Repeat.
Am I good now?
As good as you're going to get.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll try talking louder though.
Don't worry too much about it. So this guy just casually walks around this way, playing with his sword, getting ready to flank Turvu.
I'll load up my crossbow. Cast. Do I want to do that? Wait, how? Shoot, I already loaded up my crossbow, but I'll shoot at Zevdazik.
That'll hit. Why are you all failing so badly on damage rolls today?
And tell the team to help assist Trevu.
You tell
Twig to assist Trevu.
Give me one moment to pull Twig out of the wall. Meow.
Magic cat.
So Twig should be there. Ta-da!
So Twig is gonna stealth.
Twig of 1 hit point.
I thought he fully recovered hit points since leveled, but
Oh, that's right, he did. Okay.
Twig will stealth.
Twig is stealthy.
We'll stop here and prepare in action to attack when Zevjak tries to attack Turvu.
Okay. From the hall behind you, you hear ack, 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 ack.
The song plays.
As this guy,
Even though I don't know where my aura went.
the song does indeed play. It's over. It's swamped out by the light. But yes, this guy walks out of the corner of the thing carrying a lantern, talking like ack ack ack, looking very irritated. And as he steps into the area, the song begins. Welcome to Jadaroon. Behold the wonder. But beware, you seek to plunder. And it's loud, and everyone in the room turns to look directly at Donatium.
Well, that bit myself in the ass. Don't you just love it when you think of something really clever, but then there's that one oversight that kind of fucks up everything?
Zhizh sees Donatium and shouts, Skrenal, ak ak ak! And then takes a step forward and tries to stab Turvu.
Is that a crit fail?
That's a crit fail. As I guess he's distracted by the song. Welcome to Jadaroon. You pricked yourself with your sword and take 1 point of bleed damage. That's gonna keep happening. Turbo.
Slashing, stabbing at him with my star knife again. What? I almost crit failed.
You're also kind of like, whoa, it's singing.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot shift. So he has to move up the flank with me.
Zevdajic. Zevdajic, as you back into him, is just going to kind of shrug and attempt to grab you.
And Twig will attack.
Twig will attack!
And the grab just barely beats.
Well, let's see if Twig disrupts this grab. Oh yeah, that grab is disrupted by Kitty!
Kitty!
For scratch damage.
For ouchie ouch. But not enough ouchie ouch to matter.
Enough ouch for me to not be grabbed.
Donatium. Yeah, I know, yeah. He goes to grab you, a cat scratches you, and he's like, ah! So yeah, Donatium. There's a guy with a lantern right next to you.
Shoot.
Waiting for you to confirm your move. So as you run over there, you get Zevdajic in the range of the mask, and the mask begins to sing. Welcome to Jadaroon.
And I am going to cast Acid Splash against Zevdajic. Does that touch?
That does touch. The singing mask. Welcome to Jadaroon. Oh, Twig.
Scratch the shit out of Twig.
Continuing to scratch Zebda. As a full round natural attack.
Yeah. Tonatium, you're the one who knows all these people's names.
Twig goes. Kala!
That's crit.
Oof, that confirms.
That confirms for a total of 2 damage. Kala!
That does not fit.
That does not. And bite.
What is the bite result?
That
That hits.
Scratch damage again. At the -4 string, there's no way he's doing anything above 1 with his with his damage dice.
Hey, he just did as much as your acid splash this last round.
Touche.
So Skrinal is going to charge at you with his lantern, which is an improvised weapon. Yep. Which is an improvised weapon with the charge bonus.
No?
Nope. So he swings the lantern at you and misses. Ziz steps up. Now it is flank time.
Now he's hurt.
Yes.
And he misses.
He does miss. He steps forward to stab you just as...
I just realized as he charged, the song turns on again.
Yep. So Ziz is standing up just to stab as Skrinal runs towards you, and welcome to Jadaroon.
It's like, I just like to think it's like so loud it just distracts people.
Turfu.
I want to try to splash it. This again.
Nope.
And I'm going to take a 5-foot shift right over here.
Zevdajic will turn to Tonatium and say in common, "Turn that damned thing off!" As he takes a step towards you. Not a 5-foot step, a proper step, provoking attacks of opportunity.
We will take.
For Chinabu.
I failed to take that.
And from Twig.
Twig hits.
Twig go.
And you know what? Can I just like try to do a kick while I'm at it? That's on a team.
You cannot.
I
You
can.
cannot take attacks of opportunity unarmed unless you have improved unarmed strike.
But yeah, Zevdajik comes forward and he tries to grab whatever part of your equipment the music is coming from, which he doesn't have the feat to make this not provoke an attack of opportunity. So people who could make more than one would make more than one.
I cannot make more than one.
Well, he grabbed whatever he's grabbing for. He grabbed it
So where are you
He grabbed
keeping
the
this
mask.
mask?
inside my jacket.
So he's grabbed your jacket and he's pulled the mask out. Which of course brings it in range of Turvu, so it goes, "Welcome to Jadaroon." Tabatium.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to take a 5-foot shift over here, and I'm going to acid splash Zevdajik.
Okay. Zevdajik has the aura right now. That will hit. Zevdajik is not looking particularly good.
Get him, kitty!
Meanwhile, Twig will also do a full round attack against him if that reaches. Yeah, it does. Okay.
Go, kitty, go.
Claw!
One damage.
Claw!
Hit.
You
Bite!
hit. 3 damage.
He's not looking good at all. Skrenach comes at you again with his lantern. This time he can't charge you, so he just swings.
Dodge. Normally, I'd be dead by now.
Ziz steps towards Turvu and stabs again. And I've been forgetting, how many rounds has it been since Ziz crit failed? 2, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
Minus
Yeah.
16.
But the rounds matter because he's losing a hit point a round because he's bleeding because he cut himself. I need to remember that. Turvu.
Is Zev still up?
Huh?
Is Zev still up? In that more like
Yeah, Zev is still up. Zev does not look good. He's holding the mask. He looks enraged.
I'll slash back at him.
That hits. He hits the ground, unconscious and bleeding to death.
Yay!
So first things first. Yeah, the mask falls, and I'm going to say the mask rolls. That's not the right thing. That's a 5, not an 8. It rolls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It rolls southwest
So it does,
for
this is getting the
a
range.
number of squares. That's where that one is. It rolls into the wall, which puts it into the range of Twig, which introduces Ziz into its radius. So it just rolls, hits the wall, and starts singing once more. Tonatium.
This is so ridiculous.
You had the best bad idea ever.
5-foot shift. And yeah. I don't know. I'll ease up the pressure on Trevor. I shall cast Acid Splash on Ziz.
Okay. That'll hit. Ziz is not looking particularly good.
Tonatium will get a 5-foot shift between and will full round attack. Skinochi.
Scraddletini. It's a Scranoff. It's just Scranoff. Nope. Yep. Yep.
2 damage.
Ack, ack, ack. Does 12 hit Twig?
Nope.
Ziz is looking at Sevdik, looking at you, bleeding,
With acid in his blood.
with acid burning him, and he just goes, "Ah," and attacks Turvu, really looking ready to
Ouch.
threat a critical hit.
That does not confirm.
So just hitting you for 3 damage.
With 3. Okay.
As he's just swearing, ack, 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 ack. Bar, 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 bar. Turvu.
I'm gonna take a stab at him. Ah,
That was almost a critical hit.
that was a great fail.
Yeah. One of the two. Zevdajic keeps dying. At least the mask hasn't sung this round yet.
Yeah, yet.
Give it time.
Donatium.
I will. Okay. Oh, acid splash. Ziz.
That'll hit. He is really not looking particularly good. Really not.
I'll tell Twig to switch targets. Twig will try to jump out of the.
Okay, give me that acrobatics. Yep.
Just realized I probably could have reached him with the pipe of shit, but that doesn't matter now.
Nope, Twig just leapt like like the little tiger he is. She is. I don't know what's Twig is. That hits.
1 damage.
For 1 damage.
Ziz does not look good. Skrenna sees Ziz stumble and goes, bar, 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 bar. Bar, 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 bar. Bar, 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 bar. Ziz bleeds and falls unconscious.
Sweet.
Oh wait, I just realized Twig got into the mask range, I think.
Welcome to Jadaroon. Claw across the jugular. Turvo.
I'm gonna pull out my scroll with Cure Light Wounds and use it.
Okay. Who are you using it on?
Me.
Okay.
Surprisingly, he was the only one who got injured during that fight.
I have a fortitude save here for Zevdajic, who might disagree with that assessment. He's stable now, though.
Not for long.
Donatium.
Yeah, I'm gonna acid blast the guy, Sevdajic again. Telling Trevor that one of them got away.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. Twig.
Towards the other one.
Twig ground.
Yeah.
I love Twig.
And there sits Twig, bits of blood dripping out of the kitty's mouth. Da, 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 da.
Good kitty.
The mask lay at Tonatium's feet.
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
That puts me in.
Welcome to Shadaroon.
So one of them had a sword.
Yes.
I shall praise
Zhiv
it.
and Zevdajik both had swords. Just
I shall praise.
Zhezdavik was more crabby.
I'm gonna praise the sword to see if there's anything special.
They're kind of your standard short swords. They're the same as the other ones wielded. And each of them has a dagger, too. Has two little throwing daggers, too.
I'm guessing Turbo will want the daggers. I'll take a short sword, though I can't use it well. It'll just be enough.
You could take one of the
Should I have
daggers
to
to get
get
a weapon.
physical?
You could have one of the daggers, yeah.
So, yeah. What's Twig up to?
Trying to lick itself clean while sitting on top of the corpse.
Cool. At some point in your picking up, you'll leave and re-enter Twig's range, and welcome to Shadaroon.
I'm gonna go pick up my star knife that I threw over here.
Okay. You have your star knife.
Wonder if this mask will ever get tired of that song.
Probably not.
Oh well.
So here you can see a couple of hallways and a few of those big gear doors.
Could you look around for traps real quick? I'm afraid to move.
Yeah.
Where are you looking for traps?
Around the doors.
So, which door is that 24?
We'll be right here.
Okay, around that door, you do in fact see a trap. It looks like a magical trap to trigger upon the door opening without the proper key. It has the little runes, as they tend to. Does Tonatium come to look at it?
Yeah, I'll come to look at it.
Welcome to Shadaroon.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Read Magic on myself
Okay.
and read the runes.
It seems that trap is a Summon Monster 2 trap.
Oi. There's no safe way to dismantle that, is it?
You can always attempt to, but if you fail...
Yeah, we summon a monster level 2.
What about the other doors? Well, I remember to put Twig back in the pocket.
First use detect magic on the door to see.
So what are you doing?
I'm using detect magic to see if the door has a magic trap.
This one does have magic.
Read Magic.
It will alarm when opened.
That's not that bad.
Not that bad.
And like if anyone in the area, or if anyone was in the area, they would have heard. How come do that?
Yeah. I'm curious where that guy retreated to. The detect magic on Jay.
This one, you detect a magic on it too.
Read Magic.
This one does not have magical runes to read.
that door is just magic.
What kind of aura does this have?
It has a conjuration aura.
Conjuration. Let's try to spell.
This seems to be trapped with a flame jet trap. This trap does not seem like it'll trigger on door opening, but on passing through the door after it's been opened without the proper key. And it looks like the process will conjure forth a thin sheet of the elemental plane of fire.
Oi.
Is this door locked?
Yes. They all are
The doors are
They all are closed with that little hexagonal lock in the middle of the rune. What did you say? I'm sorry.
So all the doors are still locked.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I know hexagonal thingy.
You do not have any of those little hexagon-shaped keys, no.
Should you try looking for the one with the lamp?
Might be a good idea.
Welcome to Shadow! Okay, I'm ready to put Twig back into my pocket so we don't have to keep moving Twig's token.
Twig's in your pocket.
Welcome to Shadow.
I'm assuming you're keeping yourselves purposefully close enough not to do that.
Yeah.
So the hallway continues in both directions.
Oh, yeah, everything green. Making all the walls and ceiling green.
So you are. As you go.
Well, no, I don't know. Some way because I could just have it as an aura instead because...
You are actively doing this as you walk down. Is there a verbal component to this spell?
To prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Okay, so you will have to use that. You will have to be speaking as you go. Turvu, you can now see room J15. So this room has a pile of dead rats, burnt twinder twigs, and bits of broken stone in a pile up next to a cot. You can see the light of a flickering lantern. The lantern is just out of your sight. Across the way is a gear door.
So we're on the opposite side of a gear door.
Mm-hmm. What do you do? Donatium, are you staying up there with your greening?
Let me catch up. It's hard to see.
Okay. You may make perception checks if you like. You can see the lamp. You cannot see him presently.
So I rolled 22 for Tonatium and 7 for Twig.
You cannot currently see him. What do you do?
I'm turning this room blue.
You can't do that from outside the room.
Is it an oil lamp?
It is the same lamp that was getting swung around earlier. You can recognize it. It is an oil lamp.
Can we use Mage Hand to tip it over? To try to spill oil out?
Okay. There's a little fire over there now. Tonatium's still going to sit out in the hallway, turning the entrance of the room blue.
Hey.
So as you step into the room, the mask sings, "Welcome to Shadowrun."
And I immediately look around with the room blue.
You cannot see even with the penalty, with the bonus of his stealth removed. So you do not see this person who's hiding.
Did you roll that high?
Yes.
They rolled that high that even without their penalty, their bonus, they still are higher than a 22 on stealth.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Without their bonus, he rolled a 24.
Oh, come on.
So if I rolled 3 higher, I would have seen it.
Oh, it was nice knowing.
Does 11 hit you, Tonatium?
Flat-footed?
Yes.
Barely.
So,
Barely as in you have 10 or barely as in you have 11?
No, I do not have 11. I'm not wearing armor, and I just got hit flat-footed.
so he just kind of dropped from the ceiling and stabbed at you in a vital spot.
I don't have ceremonial robes.
For 10 damage.
Ow!
Immediately down.
No, I'm just disabled.
I know you're disabled.
Initiative, please.
Why don't you have ceremonial armor?
Why would I need ceremonial armor?
Because it gives you an AC of 1!
I'm broke!
I'm gonna stab at him with my stone.
That will hit.
Why am I always so close to a crit, but not? Max damage.
Ouchie, ouch. He just snarls and goes, "Welcome to Shadowrun! Welcome to Shadowrun!" And attacks Tonatium again. This time using a sword and not the thing.
Oh, you got
Okay, apparently that did not hit.
Nope.
Yeah. Wasn't a crit fight, but it almost was. I'm sorry.
Oh. As I foot shift, I just tell Twig to go at him.
Get him, Twinkie!
Meow.
Twig will do a full round attack. Claw! Claw! Fight!
That's 2 damage! Yay! Thurvu.
I'm just gonna stab at him again.
Sure. That hits.
That's a thing. I think that's a crit threat.
That.
No, it's not.
Nope. Okay.
19 is a crit threat.
Yeah, that's not a 19.
Another max damage.
Grenel's not looking so great. Like, bar, hack, 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 bar, welcome to Shadowrun, bar, hack, 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 hack. He just walks over towards the burning fire, provoking attacks of opportunity. And he reaches down to grab the burning lantern. And that's all that he can do this round. Tonatium.
Really hoping no one else just tries to assault me. I got nothing to heal myself with those, so I'm just gonna stay here in the corner and let you two sort this out.
Twig.
I first shift and attack.
Oh, that's such a good idea to try clutch to the fire.
He falls unconscious. Not getting the opportunity to throw the lantern at Tonatium.
I would have blocked. Oh, and I can block it.
Would that do only solely fire damage?
It would have done 1 fire damage to everyone in a little radius.
Because I would have actually lived through that since I set up energy resistant fire.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that.
It's like yeah. It also sucks that he was trying to attack me. I could just be like, deflect arrow, and save all of us.
Yeah.
Because despite it being deflect arrow, it blocks all physical ranged attacks.
Da, 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 da.
One of my spell slots to cast Cure Light Wounds on Tonatium.
If any of you spoke Undercommon, this would have been so much better.
They go full heal.
The closest I have is Necrol, but that's more like undead.
Yep.
Thank you, that fully healed me.
I only speak Common. Because I don't have the, I was just raised by my mom, I don't have the Vessel languages.
I had to I had to learn all the esoteric languages, not the ones that Undercommon.
Undercommon is not a common language.
What stuff does he have?
He has the 1 sword and the oil lamp. That's what he has on him, at least.
No key. Sadly.
He also has a little chest here.
Ooh.
Check for traps.
Yeah, I'll check for traps.
Okay. Neither trapped nor locked.
I will open it up.
So, you see in here 2 tattered and bundled dark robes, 3 little sun rods, 2 flasks of oil, 2 tinder twigs, a thunderstone, a ceramic mask portraying the image of a anguished gnome with rabbit ears, a silver ring shaped like a serpent with tiny azurite gems for eyes, and a silver ewer adorned with dancing dryads and set with moss agates.
What's a ewer?
It's I actually don't know what a ewer is. Oh, it's a type of pitcher.
Oh.
It's one of those pitchers with the big fancy handle.
Well, don't do anything with that, as magic?
None of it is magical. This
None of
thing,
it is magical.
it's one of these motherfuckers. That's a ewer.
Just treasures.
Yeah, just treasure.
So just treasure. Nothing else.
Just treasure. Well, and there's 3 sun rods, 2 flasks of oil, 2 tinder twigs, and a thunderstone, which are non-magical alchemical items.
Yeah. Thunderstone creates a loud noise if you strike it.
Tinder twig is a match.
Oil is oil.
Sun rod's a glow stick.
So how do you spell Uller?
I'm sorry?
How do you spell the name of that base thingy?
A ewer, E-W-E-R.
We're back. I have to use the bathroom.
You were
It's like a vase meant for pouring tea.
Sunrod,
Thunderstone. There's 3 sun rods. 2 tattered and bundled up dark robes. 2 flasks of oil. Ceramic stage mask of the sad gnome with bunny ears. Snake with eyes, with blue eye gem ring. And silver ewer with dancing dryads and moss agates. Fancy ewer.
Fancy ewer. Okay, so let me just see if I got everything. Fancy ewer, 3 sunrods, a thunderstone, a tinder stick,
2 tinder
2
sticks.
tattered dark rope,
Two tinder twigs.
2 tinder sticks.
Yeah. What do you have after the twigs?
2 tattered dark robe,
Yep.
and snake with blue eye gems.
That's a ring.
Yeah, a ring that is shaped like a serpent.
With
With
2
gems.
little blue gems for eyes.
I am going to appraise the ring.
Okay. It's worth 25 gold.
Decent little penny.
And the fancy ewer.
It's worth 70 or 80 gold, somewhere in there.
Wow.
Either of you want to... I think I'm going to take a dark robe for myself.
I don't need my dark clothing. I don't think I need a robe.
Tonatium, you saw the relative who wore a black robe. It's the same type of black robe.
Huh. Do you know if we killed said relative or not?
Well, you've certainly killed relatives, but you did not recognize any of them as the one that wore the black robe.
That means there's one more here.
Yeah. But like this robe,
And
you can like cover your face with it and such.
Is it possible to open this door from the inside?
It seems to be locked.
Hmm.
But the letter rune is on both sides, so you can see very clearly the letter.
Is it trapped?
Yes. It seems to be magically trapped.
Radiation?
It is not casting forth any radiation, and you would be getting very sick if it were.
Oh, I mean, like, what aura? What kind of aura would I...
Conjuration.
Conjuration? Okay.
Summon Monster 2.
Another monster trap.
As with the other door that was an R door.
So it seems like our doors might all have monster trap then.
What was the one we saw for Jay?
Jay was acid. So that means I will all be fire traps. Yous will always be detect alarms.
And I was a fire trap.
Yeah,
Which
that's a
then I'm
fire.
beginning to get a strange idea if I could walk through that with my fire resistance, but I don't think I'm gonna risk it.
I would. I also have fire resistance, but I also have evasion. So if I do the reflex save, if it requires one, I can get out scot-free.
Considering the damage we got from the pit trap, I'm not safe with anything.
Well, I don't think we're gonna find anything more in this room.
I can't get through tiny hole.
Tiny hole. You want to check out this little hallway?
Yeah, let's...
Okay. This hall begins to slant upwards.
Maybe we'll go up.
Whoops.
Welcome to Jadaroon.
I'm gonna stealth.
Are you going to stay very close to Mr. Singing Mask?
I'm gonna tell him to stay here. I'm gonna stealth, and I'm gonna take a quick peek up.
Okay, give me one moment here.
This will be trying to team stuff. This is twigs.
As you walk up here, you see someone who is sitting down by the opening watching. This is a small, apparently closed off room.
He doesn't see me.
We can always check. He might roll a 20. He does not see you. He's kind of sitting there playing with a dagger, watching the hole. He has he's got something kind of unique about him. He's actually wearing a string around his neck that has a key on it.
I'm gonna sneak around behind him. I am going to try to take the key off of his neck.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Ouch. Huh. And defender wins in that case.
So you're the defender. No, he's the defender.
He's the defender, yeah, so he wins.
Yes. So you reach up, and he goes, "Ah," as he feels the tug of the key, and looks and sees you. And I need an initiative.
Uh-oh.
Dervu.
I'm gonna stab at him with my star knife.
Okay. He is
That's
still...
a crit threat.
That's a crit threat. And if it matters, he's still flat-footed.
That
Does
does
not
confirm, I don't
confirm.
think.
It does...
D4.
actually... it does.
Okay, so
For
it's a
this
2d4
particular
plus 4.
guy. Yeah. So, ouch.
And then I'll yell down fraternity him.
Donatium. Welcome to Jararoon.
Oh, whoops. Crap. I'm gonna acid splash him point blank. This is a ranged touch attack, so I'm not sure if it provokes attack.
You can be down the hole.
Okay.
It's an artifact of the map that you can either be in the room or not. But I'll go ahead and let you be down the room shooting up. That hits. He's not looking great at all. Is Twig leaping out?
Yes. Twig time.
Twig time!
I don't think Twig was given away. Would this be a full round attack or just a regular?
It'd be a full round attack, yeah.
Claw.
Nope. Oh, yes.
Claw.
Yes, because he's still flat-footed. No. It's just one.
It's 1 damage. I love Twig.
So he's not flat-footed anymore. And he shouts, And he looks really just cocksure for a moment as he stabs at Tarvu.
Missing.
And as he doesn't hear anything in response, his cocksure look kind of fades as it comes to your turn.
Crit.
That there's a nat 20. That's a confirmation.
2d4 plus 4.
Yep, he's unconscious. You coup de grace him. He's dead.
Weird cocksure thing. Then hears nothing. Slowly goes, oh fuck, and then death.
Yep.
I think he was expecting backup.
You can hear a voice. You can faintly hear a voice coming from behind the wall. Welcome to Jadaroon, welcome to Jadaroon. Hello, hello, I hear your song. Hello.
Huh?
Hello. Help, please. Maybe, possibly. Any day now. I know you're in. I'm over here, you idiots. I heard your song.
What?
Where is the voice coming from again?
Over here. On the other side of the wall.
I want to pick up the key.
Okay. You now have a small silver key.
How deep does this hole go?
That hole goes back to the tunnel.
Okay. I'm going to examine the wall.
Make your
Let's see if there's
perception
like a-
check.
I should also examine the wall.
There's a secret door.
I will open it.
Oh, okay.
So, Turvu, you can see a treasure chest as Tonatium opens the room.
I need a treasure chest?
Yeah, there's a treasure chest there.
In the room?
In the room that this secret door leads to.
I'm gonna look out for traps.
Okay. And you hear the person say, yeah, in here. I see you're opening it. You don't see any traps presently.
Step on out.
You can now see a cage hanging from the ceiling, and there's a rat running around, rounding around, grabbing the bars, looking at you, going, yes, in here, help, please.
Are you that numb's familiar?
Yes. You're talking about
Yes,
Keegan?
Keegan, yes. Did he mention you? Yes, he mentioned you. He mentioned a rat was being held.
Yes, I'm Starbrow. At your service.
I'm glad we found you before anything bad happened.
Before I have been here, fed nothing but, well, quite frankly, I've been living off of little bits and pieces of rat.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be dead.
Well, you try living in a cage for weeks, being force-fed people, and see how you like it.
I'm not a human.
I don't remember many familiars actually speaking English. I mean, speaking common.
Oh, yes, don't... Shh. It holds up one little claw and goes like, shh, don't tell Keegan, he doesn't know. I belonged to a druid before him.
Okay, that explains it a little.
I'm gonna look at the cage for any keyholes.
There's a small little keyhole.
Does it look like the silver key we picked up would fit?
It does indeed.
I will unlock the cage and take out the rat. Did I take out Starbrow?
Starbrow scurries around toward your shoulder. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, thank you, my... Are you sure you're not a human?
Pretty sure.
Well, I mean, you smell a little cured, but you smell like a human.
We've been through a few corpses already, including probably a pile of junk.
Ah, yes, but I mean like the rat is sniffing you, Turvu. You smell to a human like fresh bacon does to a pig.
I'm a tiefling.
Ah, well, I do not suppose that 24 years ago you were in the jungle southeast of here.
Not that I know of.
Then you didn't kill my druid, so I don't have a problem with you.
Sounds oddly specific. Do I know anything that would happen in the wilderness 24 years ago?
No.
No.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you.
Have you seen any kids in your time down here?
Shakes his head. No, I haven't. They pulled me in. They dragged me through the little secret door, past the little elevator, and then they brought me in here. She did, with her wicked scaly eyes.
Scaly eyes?
Like little lizard eyes under her black cloak.
Knowledge dungeoneering?
You don't need to make a knowledge check.
Oh wait, is it the same creatures?
No.
I'm assuming it's the woman you saw.
Yeah, you remember Uathiab had kind of those lizardy eyes. She's also not a skulk.
Oh. Uathia. Which one was Uathia again?
That's the one who wore clothes.
In my next of kin
Yeah,
vision?
in your next of kin.
Okay. She was the one with the dark clothes, right?
Yep.
Yes. Well, anyways, we should probably get you back to Keegan.
Yes, indeed. And there is still the treasure chest.
First,
It's
a treasure chest.
Okay. So you're going to go look to the treasure chest.
Do you want to look for traps first?
Yeah.
Okay. Make your
Traps are
perception
locked.
check. And that will be... There are no traps on the chest.
Okay.
Is it locked?
It does not appear to be.
I will open it up.
As you do, the first thing that you notice is that your hands are stuck to the chest.
Oh.
Detect magic?
The second thing you notice is that the chest has teeth and a
Oh
tongue.
god, it's a mimic.
May I have initiative, please?
Oh, god damn it.
So, Tonatium. Actually, before we go, Mal, you should know that you start grappled.
Okay, start grappled.
Yes, you are grappled by the mimic as your hands are stuck to its flesh. Donatium.
A mimic would fall under dungeoneering, right?
Yeah. It's a mimic. Mimics are strange aberrations that shapeshift into ordinary everyday objects like chests. They extrude a thick slime that acts as a powerful adhesive, gluing anyone that touches it or it touches to them. It's very hard to pull yourself away without alchemical solvents.
How about a magic solvent as I attack it with acid splash?
That is not a solvent of that sort. That does not hit.
What? Not even touch?
Oh, yeah, touch. That does touch. Holy shit, I did not realize how many hit points these things have. Ouch.
This is my first time seeing a mimic, actually.
Are we gonna be flubbernucked?
So your acid hits it and seems to have no effect.
Oh no.
Is it resistant to acid? It's resistant to acid, oh god.
Is Twig going to do anything?
After seeing him get stuck, probably not, because Tonatium failed to give it orders.
Turvu!
Are both my hands stuck or only one?
You opened it like Zelda style, right?
I would have.
Yeah,
So your hands are stuck.
both my hands are stuck.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's how you open chests, isn't it? You reach out and you grab them and you open them.
I'm gonna try to get out.
I also think this is, in fact, the first time that you guys have encountered a mimic in any of my games.
Yes, it is.
For me, I'm like thinking it took us long enough, but then again, we don't really explore dungeons in your games.
So it's going to be
It'll
be a strength check to pull yourself off.
Okay, the strength check. It's not an escape artist or anything.
Nope.
I do not think I have the strength needed to pull myself off.
Nope. You're stuck. Mimic constricts you, opening its mouth and wrapping itself around you. Why is this here? It just deals 13 damage.
Oh, I am unconscious.
Oh no!
Why is this here? Is it different in D&D 3.5? Is it weaker in D&D 3.5? No, it's exactly the same in D&D 3.5.
We had a dangerous pit trap. Why is this here?
Donatium.
I think I'm gonna die.
Okay. I had this one other plan, but it's going south since he's wrapping it again.
What are you going to do?
So let me check how this one other spell works, because that may be our only.
I will make you not feel terrible and not tell you how many people are seeing this.
How many people are gonna see me die?
Target. Nope. Okay. Gotta position myself in a way that I don't hit Trevor with the cone.
Okay.
What kind of cone was it again? Yeah, 15-foot cone-shaped burst as I take out colored sand from my component pouch and cast color spray.
Okay. It's not immune to this. What's the DC?
15.
It has failed.
Good.
What happens?
Woo.
What happens to something with 7 hit dice?
Stunned for 1 round.
It is stunned for 1 round.
Why is this a thing?
Donatium.
Oh dear. Is he still not free? Did Trevor not?
Taravu is unconscious and stuck to its adhesive surface.
Ah, shit. That's right. Ah!
You may make a strength check to pull him off.
Shit. Let me look at my stuff real quick.
The mimic's just kind of laying there, its lid open, its tongue lolling out. Blah. The unconscious Turvu still hands glued to the lid.
I'm gonna attempt to
Welcome
Star
to
to like get off him while
Zara.
I try to pull Turbo off.
Okay, give me that strength check.
Strength. Where's my strength? This is not gonna work.
Don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up.
You fucked it up.
You fucked it up.
Kitty, light a match and throw it or something.
Kill it.
Twig would Twig please make an intelligence check to see if it understands lighting a thunder twig and throwing it.
What's its intelligence score again? It's a 6.
You did
What's the
tell us to
penalty?
get off, right?
What?
I don't know.
So, match is not a word, thunder twig is. So what Twig heard was Twig throw at it.
Well, excuse me.
Welcome to Dark Souls.
Oh, I guess I'm dead, yeah?
Okay, I'm back.
So Twig would have heard your command as Twig, got it. It's up to you how Twig would interpret that.
I don't know. Maybe Twig? No, Twig could not try. After seeing it get stuck, I don't think Twig will, knows anything what to do.
So Twig just angry cats at you. Turvu. The good news, Turvu, is you're not bleeding to death because of the way that the Mimic has done all of its damage.
Mm-hmm. The bad news, I'm at -3 con, so if it does 13 damage, you're dead.
Yeah, so the Mimic is like, releases Turvu, stands up on its hands, as Mimics have those.
Mimics have hands?
Yeah?
They
Is
grow...
it like the Mimics from Dark Souls, where it has, a body?
Yeah. That's pretty much, yeah. And it starts making its way around. Actually, this is hanging from the ceiling, so it can go right down here towards Tonatium. Tongue lolling out.
Fuck.
And a 10 in attempt to slam you.
Aye.
So,
It's a good thing I fully healed you.
first things first. It deals 9 damage. Second, I need you to make a reflex save.
Really good thing I fully healed you.
Reflex.
Wait, nope. That's if you attack it. So it slams into you, and you are now stuck to it. Tonatium. You are grappled by Mimic.
I'll take a tinder twig and light it up and throw it in its face.
Okay. Make your attack roll. So you throw it, you hit it, and unfortunately for you, the unlit end of the tinder twig hits it, and it falls to the ground, putting itself out.
Oh wait, this is ranged?
Yeah.
Oh, that one should have been a 3.
Oh, in that case, it hits it right on, and deals 1 point of fire damage, leaving a little tiny scorch mark on the Mimic. What does Twig do? Twig is not currently grappled by the Mimic.
Oh, that's not good. This is not good. I don't know what Twig could do. But maybe perhaps Twig will try to get Tonatium unstuck, even if it's in vain with the strength storm 3.
Jesus Christ, why is this thing here?
So Twig can make a strength check against Tonatium.
I don't know what the penalty for 3 strength is, though.
It is minus 9876543 minus 4.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to do that. Yeah.
So the mimic
So
automatically does that. 11 damage to Tonatium.
Oh.
Are you up?
No.
What do you think?
After that slam, he had 1 HP. Why is this thing here? Why is this 52 HP thing that's immune to acid here?
So, there is a consequence to getting hit by the mimic. Fortunately for you, it has orders.
Oh, that's right. It has orders to not murder us.
I think Troy would have escaped.
You would think wrongly.
Farbrow and Troy wouldn't have been able to get away.
You, would think wrongly. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would you each give me 1d10? Okay. So, how long will it take for you to awaken?
Let's see, my minus 10 will take. I recover 2 for every resting. No, I recover 2 times 1.
I will be up within 1.
2 resting periods.
I'll be up within 1.
I mean, 5 resting periods.
Okay. So, Taravu, you awaken first. Let me know when you're in the new map and new center area.
It's loading now.
So this is very bad.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
Why is there an AC 16 52 HP thing immune to acid right there? With a DC 17 strength check to get off.
Because in the era that this adventure was written, players assumed that treasure chests were mimics.
We don't.
We never even been introduced to a mimic in their games before.
Because they're assholes.
They are very asshole.
That said, there have been mimics in my games that you have not interacted with. Do you remember in that one game where you were colonizing the island, how you found that place where there was a map on a table and you're like, fuck it, I don't care?
There was a map that was a mimic?
The table was a mimic.
Oh, I was upset.
And the mimic was sent to spy by the fish people. So, like, you guys discussed all of your plans. Remember how there was that big attack during the night by the fish people?
No.
Like, 2 of your favorite NPCs died and you were really pissed off?
No.
Not fish people, the faceless guys.
Now I'm even more confused.
I don't even know what's going on at all because I wasn't part of that adventure.
Well, essentially, there had been rumors of, like, fish people and faceless men, and... Oh no, that collapsed the session before the attack happened. That's why you don't remember the attack. So we had the session where the Mimic was there, and you gave all of your town defense plans away in front of the Mimic, and the Mimic left and went and told the attackers. But we never actually had the attack because... Yeah. Whoops.
Mimics are assholes.
Mimics are assholes. But yeah, Thonatium, you come conscious, and you're in a cell. Not Thonatium, Turvu.
I come up with 1 HP in a cell.
Yeah, you wake up in a cell. It is dark. It is cold. You
Oh, yes, I can see.
will have obtained your appropriate HP. Not HP, XP. Which I don't think is enough to handle that, but we'll check anyway.
Kid, I'm pretty sure we're all gonna die.
And then there's that. So 1,200 XP is probably not enough to level you.
Nope, we just leveled 2, so...
Yep. But yeah, so you wake up completely naked in a cell.
I know my mask is gone.
Yes.
At least I can see.
Yes.
Wait, would we have been able to tell the mimic was there with the mask on?
Yes, the mask did sing, but it also sang as you came into the view of the rat. So... yeah.
I'm not lying around my surroundings. I'm trying to look for anything useful.
You are in a room with a cell.
Is there anything I can use in this cell?
No.
It's just a smooth and empty cell.
Yeah.
What about the door lock?
That is a thing I need to look up. I wasn't expecting you to be in this part of the dungeon yet.
No kidding. I'm like cranky now.
I would be too. It's
That thing was kind of bullshit.
It's gonna be really, really freaking cool if you survive.
We're probably not going to.
Oh, maybe you will. We'll find out.
I'm at 1 HP, kid.
Well, maybe you can relax a little while. You don't know what the stakes are here. So, you're in that room. So, that is that number. And it's not listed there like it should be. So that means it's going to be listed up here. Where it is there. Okay. Yep, so the door here is iron, I do believe. Let me double check. Yes, it is a 6 foot tall, 2 foot wide iron door.
Is there a window on the door?
Yes, with little bars.
Can you see anything from outside the door?
You can see a hallway with rows of those same iron doors. A voice from the next cell over that sounds just particularly depressed goes, "Oh, so you're awake, huh?"
Where are we?
If I weren't still living, I'd say we were in hell. It's okay. I heard them being all excited about you. They'll probably sell you. Said they're gonna eat me. No one.
Like to tieflings.
No one wants. Nah, it's just no one wants to buy me. It's okay. There's no hope here.
Aren't you the bright ray of sunshine in this dark?
No one escapes. Chasmogen
Yeah.
comes, and either you get sold, or he finds work for you, or he feeds you to the hobgoblins. And that's how it goes,
Do
says
you
the
have anything
voice
in your
beyond the
cell?
wall. I'm sorry?
Do you have anything in your cell?
I think I have some shit from earlier this morning.
Hmm.
Well, enjoy your final days, friend.
No.
Can I use solid note to make a makeshift lockpick?
It doesn't have any material components.
Nope, just verbal.
I would say make a spellcraft check. It's not what it's intended for, but I'm gonna let you try to do that. Sure. That sounds like a clever idea. You don't successfully do it, no. You make a little note. It's particularly sharp on one end, but you can't jam it in the lock. Partly because the lock isn't a lock. It's a bar across the door on the outside of the cell.
How heavy's the bar?
You can't tell. It's iron.
I'm gonna try maid handing it.
It's a little bit too strong for that.
A little bit too heavy.
Yeah. Mage hand's 5 pounds, right?
Mage hand is 5 pounds.
Yeah. When you think after mage handing it that's probably about 10 pounds. Unfortunately, the bars on the door are too small for you to get your arms through.
Does it have to lift it to move the thing?
Yeah.
But I can't just like make it slide it out.
You cannot budget with mage hand.
Gotcha.
It's a clever idea, but mage hand is hard fixed at 5 pounds.
Gotcha.
And you can hear the guy say, you know, if they catch you using magic to try to escape, they're gonna take you in, and you're gonna be stuck like Corriston.
What happened to him?
Shh. If you shut up and listen, you'll hear her. You can make a perception check. You can hear faintly, as if through several thick stone walls, the faint sounds of someone screaming in pain. It sounds like a woman's voice. He leans back. What's your name, friend?
My name is Teru.
Teru. My name's Davin. Davin Marzel.
Was he one of the kidnapped people?
Did you read the entire list?
Yes.
Then you're aware that, yes, indeed, he was the lamplighter who vanished 45 nights ago.
At least we found you guys.
He's like, what? You were looking for me?
Me and my friend were tasked by the church to come and rescue you guys.
He sits up. So you weren't kidnapped. You came to rescue us.
We had a bit of a struggle with a mimic. No, we were kidnapped.
So even the rescuers end up down here. I wonder who'll buy you.
I hope not to find out.
Unfortunately for Tonatium, he's not going to be involved for this scene. As the door over there opens, and a voice shouts out in thick common, "Aye, everyone back from door. We have meat. You will eat. Be good for sale." And a little slot opens in the front of your door, Torvu. Whoop, I knocked him in. And a little, not even a plate, a little just slab of raw meat gets tossed through onto the floor.
Does the Huggerman have everything on him?
Yeah, he seems to be armed and armored.
Anything small that I could potentially lift with Mage Hand?
Make a perception check. So you can see that he has on him, there's a quiver with arrows. You could maybe get one arrow.
I will Mage Hand one of the arrows. Move it in a way that he wouldn't see it.
Make a sleight of hand check. And he cannot succeed. So yeah, you now have a single arrow and a slab of bloody raw meat. And as it finishes up, there you go. The voice that shouted said, "Good! Eat! Be strong! Make a good price! We're almost done. Next week we feed you Devon." Ha 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 ha. And then you hear clink, clink, clank, and the door closes.
Okay. I have an arrow now.
Cool. So this pattern will repeat for the next few days, unless you want to try to make a break for it while Tonatium is still unconscious.
I would like to try to at least save Devon.
Okay, so you're going to try. What are you trying to do?
I'm going to try the arrow to polish the bar.
Okay. Time for GM to think. You have this. I think this will be a disable device check.
Disable device.
Yeah. You're effectively picking the lock with the arrow.
Yeah.
The arrow breaks. The pointy end falls outside the front of the cell.
Can I Mage Hand the pointy bit back out?
You most certainly can.
I will do that, and I will mend the arrow.
You mend the arrow. And Devon's like,
try one more time.
And you can hear Devon go, Dude, you're gonna get tortured.
I don't care.
Everyone tries it first.
It's better than being sold.
The arrow breaks again. Turns out trying to like lift and maneuver a 10-pound iron bar with an arrow that you're dangling by your fingertips through the bars of a cell is really hard.
Yeah. I will maintain it back up and mend it again and again.
Okay. So, do you do anything else before the Tonatium awakening?
Not much else.
Okay.
I just sitting and thinking.
And Tonatium, 5 days later you awaken, and the first thing you're aware of is how absolutely terrified Twig is. The second thing you're aware of is how cold the stone floor is against your naked body.
Kip, can I retroactively do one thing?
Sure.
I want to put a piece of meat in the corner right over here to try to attract rats.
So what will happen there on the next day is that no one will notice it. And then no one will notice it the second day. Or the third day. Or the fourth day. No one will notice it before Tonatium wakes up. It starts to kind of grow bad, but of note, you see no rats.
Okay.
Then Tonatium is awakened.
Well then, what do I see when I wake up?
You don't have dark vision. You see nothing. You're in a pitch black, cold, dark room. And you're affronted by a horrible smell. As 5 days of slabs of meat are just piled in front of your door.
I'm gonna perception and try to make sense of what's going on.
You're in a 10-foot by 10-foot by 10-foot stone cell with an iron door that seems to be locked shut by an iron bar outside. And there's a little tiny kind of window at the top that's barred that you can barely get your fingers through, and another window at the bottom that's locked from the outside, below which is a pile of meat in various stages of rot.
Is the pile of meat in my room?
Yes, it is in your room. And you are hungry. As if you haven't eaten for 5 days.
I'll pick apart the meat looking for anything that's like bones.
There are no bones.
I will knowledge engineering the...
What are you knowledge engineering? You cut out.
Knowledge engineering the bars.
Okay. So the bars seem to be solid iron bars that are set and welded into the top and the bottom of the door. You cannot really see, so you're feeling, but you feel that the craftsmanship is expert, possibly dwarven.
Pretty nice bars for an old prison. Hmm.
Around this time, the hobgoblins make their visit again.
Never mind.
And there's the same shout out of, "Everyone away from the doors!" Now, I smell rotten meat in here. Someone hasn't been eating. You need to be strong to be sold. Boom!
Hey, I just spoke up, so I think that was me. I have this pile of meat in front of me, but I just woke up from I don't know how long ago.
Did I tell you to speak, slave?
What was that? I couldn't quite hear you. I can't get this song out of my head.
So you don't have the mask on you. You're naked.
I know, but that's what I'm yelling out.
So you start singing "Welcome to Jadru,"
And I will start singing that too.
and you can hear a number of voices start singing that too, but not Devin, who's going, "Oh God, shut up! You're gonna make it worse." And this guy goes, "All right, you asked for it." Shunk. You hear your door open, and I need an initiative roll from Tonatium.
Uh-oh.
And I need to find Zarkad's stats.
Can you make an initiative check too?
You may. I'll give us a little bit of time to find
I have something I could possibly do.
this thing. Is it in here? I purposefully Pathfinder converted this guy. I have this guy's stats in here, right? Yes, I do. Okay. So, Zarkad has that, and a regular Hobgoblin has the same. There. So this Hobgoblin steps in and punches Tonatium with his fist. You are not flat-footed. Does 21 hit you?
Yeah, it hits me.
For 5 non-lethal damage.
What was that? What was that? 1.
So you fall unconscious. And you can hear this guy say, "Weakling fool." And Turvu, you can hear the sound of meat hitting flesh. Turvu.
Can I see them here?
You know what? No, you cannot.
That mixes my plan. And a really useful spell for the fact that I took an arrow. Since I can't see them, I don't think I can attack them.
So they leave. They shut the door. They latch the door. And you hear him say, "Fine. Y'all want to sing? Have your supper." And you hear the sounds of meat on stone. And Turvu, you eventually get given your meat, and it's clearly rotten.
As they move to leave, I think I would like to key arrow them.
So what does that do?
I imbue an arrow with my power and throw it at a target up to 100 feet away. Attack roll. If it hits, they take damage from the arrow as if I had punched them.
Okay. So who are you going for?
The Hobgoblin.
They're both hobgoblins.
The guy named Hobgoblin.
The Mook. Okay, you're going at the Mook. Go ahead and...
Maybe ranged attack.
That hits him because he's flat-footed.
And what is a punch?
It would be a D4 plus strength. And he goes, oof! And he reaches back and he grabs the arrow. I guess we're still in combat. The Hobgoblin flips around and goes, who threw an arrow at me? And he sees, like, your little hand lowering. And he goes, it's the new Tieflin. And Zarkad goes, very well, get ready. And Turvu, you hear the bar come off. Turvu.
Does the Hobgoblin have more arrows?
Yeah.
I'm going to mage hand an arrow back into to me.
Okay, you now have an arrow. Would you sleight of hand? Or are you not trying to hide that you're doing it?
I'm not going to try to hide it.
Okay, they go, he's got an arrow, as he kicks down the door and draws a sword, because you took an arrow. That means you're threatening him. Does 18 hit your AC?
Yes, it does.
For 8 damage.
I'm not fully rested about this, so I don't know.
Yeah.
For 5 days.
By 5 days, I would have been fully healed.
Zarkhead goes, put the sword away, Cosmogen. I'm talking about the right guy, right? Yeah. Cosmogen wants to sell him, you fool. As he rears back his fist and punches you. Hard.
Ouch.
It is not a critical threat. For 5 non-lethal damage.
Cool, I'm still up.
Turvu. At this point, you can hear everyone down the way going, welcome to Jadaroon, welcome to Jadaroon.
I'm going to take a shift over here and try to cure the Hobgoblin again.
Okay.
Oh, I crit that.
With magic.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
This could end up good or bad. Probably bad.
Et moi. Give me the 1d10,000. $639.
Please
It would be nice if there was something like that bag of exploding coins.
Or like
Please?
the immediate area gets set on fire.
Please roll 1d... No, okay. So as you throw the arrow, it explodes, and like the feathers of the arrow adhere to the side of your face, and like the little flint head like embeds itself in your forehead, pointing down at your nose.
Oh.
Nothing happens at this point. The Hobgoblin drops his sword, rears back, and punches you as hard as he can. and then pulls his hand back, shaking, going, "Ow!" You felt nothing.
I felt nothing.
Zarkand is looking back and forth, going, "What?" Turvu.
I'm gonna punch the hobgoblin, I guess.
For the time being, you cannot be harmed by physical means. So the hobgoblin is not flat-footed anymore, so that does not hit. The hobgoblin steps out of the door, slams the door shut. Zarkad bolts it and goes, "We need to warn Kazmojan. He's gonna make a lot of money from that one." Demons. Turvu.
Yes. I'm gonna maybe hit another arrow.
You get another arrow. And as it shuts, everyone cheers. And a few seconds later, the arrowhead falls off from your forehead.
So what exactly happened? That was the effect. I'm currently out.
Yeah. As far as you were aware, maybe you still are. I don't know. You just know that arrowhead hit you, and then the next punch just broke the hobgoblin's hand.
Okay, so I'm at -4, which means it's going to take 2 rest periods.
I'm gonna cure light wounds myself.
Yeah. It's not actually going to, because very soon someone else is going to be coming into this room, and I think I'll show him to you, and then we'll have we'll have a break for the session. Because, yeah, a little bit later, the door opens, and you can hear Tarvu, the hobgoblin's voice. "It's right here, sir." And another person comes in who you can see, accompanied by a spiny dog. This person has a long thing. He leans in, comes right up to your door, and says, "You have some strange magic, I'm told. The new customer prefers children. I guess you look young enough." He turns to Zarkad and says, "Zarkad, pour a healing potion on the one who the little demon came with. I want them ready for tonight's auction." And Zarkad goes, "Yes, sir. Yes, Lord Kazmojan."
Well, I wanted to try talking to Prickles.
I think that's a great place to end the session for today.
Oh man, he still wanted to try to do something else.
Yeah, I had this thing we could potentially do.
Yeah. But the way I see it, either you're going to fail and we're going to end up going into a great big set piece scene that's going to take an hour and a half to do, or you're going to succeed and we're going to have running around in this fortress trying not to die.
Okay, I just have a question. Can we start off the next session as they're leaving?
Can we at least have that?
I will do it right as so.
Okay, good. Because that's an animal, I think.
You may think whatever you wish to think. So, favorite part of the session?
The mask.
The mask is hilarious. I also like the fact that
That you what?
I somehow managed to survive the unarmed encounter with 2 people.
Yeah.
Kiera is a lovely song. Glad I learned.
The next session or two's two are probably going to be really, really, really tough.
That mimic was bullshit.
Mimics are bullshit. Mimics are always bullshit.
I think we faced one until like much higher level, which we never. I don't know. I never fought one before, so like, like how was I supposed to know?
Also, it's way out of our fucking comfort zone for enemies for us to fight. It's HR4 or it's CR4. We're level 2s.
So one of the things I love and hate about this dungeon is that it's completely non-linear, which means that you can encounter that mimic at level 1 or at a level that you're supposed to encounter it at.
Just 4.
No, it's not supposed to be a particularly challenging encounter. You're supposed to run into it at 3, but yeah, mimics are bullshit.
There's a party, and no one wanted to join.
Yeah. I was also thinking, it's like, hey, well, if I'm opening it like Zelda, if it's a tiny chest, Link opens it by kicking it.
Oh. See, I had this image in my head of you going, okay, well, it's open, and grabbing your hands and just flicking it up. And then you reach down and grab and go to flick and go, wait a moment.
Wait a minute, why is it breathing?
Why did I not prepare burning hands?
I don't know why you didn't do that.
I'm just really hoping this works. Because join animal.
We will see.
I think this one other thing works, but it's a stretch, to be honest. I probably shouldn't have wasted my chance, like, annoying the guard.
Hey, you know...
I just wish I had rolled higher. Because if I
But again, I did piss them off, so there was a victory in there somewhere.
If I rolled higher initiative, I could have potentially, like, fired a key arrow at them before they entered your cell.
Yeah.
And distracted one of them.
I mean, that fight could have gone lots of ways. There were lots of situations where you could have pulled this off. Like it was possible for you to open the lock with the arrow.
You still have the arrow.
Yeah, I took another arrow.
Yeah. Yeah, mimics are bullshit.
Mimics are bullshit. Let's just hope Prickles is counting as an animal.
I don't know if Prickles... I don't know if Prickles is an animal or not. I need to look that up by next week.
And next week, the week after.
Oh, that's right. I'm in Indiana.
Oh, wow. We're going to have like a whole week of not knowing.
Yeah.
Yep. You could have a whole week. Do you want to see the official art for Cosmogen? I did not use the art that's in the book because the art in the book is stupid.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
So stupid. I'm not even going to share it with the chat, with the stream, because it's so stupid.
Oh, that is stupid.
It's very stupid. I'm also kind of wishing I got throw anything.
Yeah.
But I did not throw anything, so I could not throw arrow as arrow.
Well, now you know mimics might exist.
Throw a mimic.
I'm actually mostly sad that you didn't succeed at the spellcraft check to make the musical note work, because that would have been so cool.
Yeah, that would have been good. Me somehow managing to defeat both guys would be amazing.
Yeah, that wasn't happening without armor.
It could have happened. They just rolled too high. Or it could have happened after they did no damage to me, but they decided to be smart and lock the door.
Yeah. One of the cool / bad things about this adventure is the NPCs are intelligent.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm just gonna have to pray that my thing works.
One thing I probably should have done is instead of trying to punch at him, I should have tried to push past and unlock the rest of the doors.
That could have been a thing. Well, you learn sometimes.
Yeah.
I suppose I should give you a little preview for 2 weeks from now to give you something to wait for, right?
To think about.
Huh?
Yeah.
Do you want
Things to
to?
think about and plan on.
Yeah. Do you want a preview?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Preview death.
I'll even put it up on the chat on the stream for people to be like, ooh, and tide themselves over for 2 weeks.
It's terrible.
Yep. So let me
Speaking
new
of some girl.
image preview. Okay. Browse. Get the preview image. There is what everyone can see for the preview for next time in 2 weeks. And yes, that is Tarum, the Tarum you're looking for.
He looks like a girl.
So yeah. I want to keep going, but I know that we don't have time and I have work in the morning. But gosh.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut the stream now. I'm going to cut the stream now.
Okay.
We can keep chatting, but I'm going to cut the stream. Thank you for coming to watch. Well, everyone who was watching left.
How many were watching?
When you got your ass handed to you by the Mick,
Yeah.
I think I had like 15 people there.
For people watching us get our asses into it.
Yeah,